worst handwriting. And you guys, one big thing for me is being present in the moment. If you need to, close your computer, throw your computer on the floor, put your phone on the floor, but be present, please, guys.
Do you mind if I take notes though on my
That's
computer?
fine with me. As long as it's notes, I'm
taking
cool.
notes. Okay.
I'm totally cool with that. So you guys, this is a calendar, right? January to December. Well, isn't that weird? It says Jason in the middle. I never knew that. And price, 0 and up, right? So if you look at these curves, 2015, 16, 17, 18. Okay, and what it is you can see we used to start where the market really heated up in March, mid-March, April. That's when the buyers were like, school's getting done, I want to buy a house, right? So we'd see it right here. It'd go up, and we'd peak in like July. And then we'd kind of plateau, a little bit subtle dip. And then as we get down to the very low inventory, around like October, November, we'd see it go back up. We've seen that historically, okay? And then in 16, it got earlier. Buyers said, my God, it was so hard last year. There was so many bidding wars. So what are we going to do? We're going to beat them. So instead of mid-March, April, it was beginning of March. I don't know who's practiced in 16, but I think 16, 15 were the hardest years I've ever had. So they started in March, and it went not quite as far and slowed down. And then it went down. We got to November, picked back up a little bit. 17, it started in February, okay? So again, goes up, goes up, goes up. Everyone's getting tired, but they're getting tired earlier, right? And then we saw that same downturn and then pick up. So I sent you guys a spreadsheet of a bunch of numbers, you know, and if you're not a numbers person, then you look at that and it like just makes you want to like cry because it's like too much on the eyes. Like I know how that feels because I'm not a huge numbers person, but I can get them. So I did that, and here's what I see. 2018. It started in January, this guys. Jackie and I were talking this morning about it. You said you had a really hot listing in January. Mm-hmm. How crazy is that? I used to tell people, wait until mid-February. Wait until March 1st. January, right? Tamarack, was that January? Mm-hmm. That was a pretty hot listing, wasn't it? In January. So it went up. Where did we peak? We peaked at the end of May, or at the middle of May. Beginning of May, middle of May. We actually saw prices drop in May. We saw them drop a little bit in June. So we're already on this downward. Now we're only to here, right? We're only in July. We don't have July's data yet, so that's why I've, kind of hash marked it out. We don't know if that's what it will do. But I do believe that's what we're getting. All I believe that we're seeing from this shift is this. We're seeing this seasonality come earlier. Maybe this could be the hottest December ever. I have no idea. But we don't know. But if it keeps going the way it is, it'll start picking up end of October. November, December, we'll see a pickup. And then when we get to January, it'll just be like rocket launch, right? So that's what we're seeing with the numbers. Now, Gary Keller said recently that we're going to have a shift, and we're experiencing it right now. And in fact, if you think about it, 16, crazy year, 25 offers, right? Now, in 18, we have a $175,000 house with 2 offers. We got a full price. But then we also had our listing on Jewel at $250 that we're under contract at $286. So, because the point is, the hot properties, even in a down market, that was a hot property, guys. Even in a down market, they're going to have 15 to 20 offers. They're going to go $36,000 over on the hot properties. So still prepare your buyers to expect hot properties. You always want that sense of urgency in the buyer. You know the hot properties, the top 20% are always moving fast. In 2015 and 16, it wasn't the top 20%. It's probably the top 70%, right? And then it was maybe the top 50 or 40%. And now when we're down to the top 30% are starting to move, right? So with Jackie, she has a listing, and we got the seller to go down to 500 instead of 525 because it's on the edge. It probably won't be the hot listing. So with that in mind, be careful with pricing with sellers. With buyers, don't be so scared by 250 buyers. But make sure you outline to them that a hot property will still have multiple offers, and it still will go close or go fast. Do you guys have any questions on the data and whatnot? I plan on talking about this more, not on a weekly basis because it's too much on a weekly basis. We don't have more data, but I plan on once a month. And if you're not friends with Megan Aller, her last name is Aller, every month she comes up with a video blog. It should have been out this last week. I think she put it off because of the 4th of July, where she does this, and she does it even better than I do. I'd watch hers, but I want us to be talking about this because the strategies for my buyers today are not necessarily the strategies I used in 15. But on a hot property, it sure as hell is. You know, so it just depends. So keep that in mind, guys. So that's